Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is the SU-8, it's the Tier 6 Soviet SPG. This one's located on the south spawn of Glacier and it's under the command of talon1958. Game on! Well, 2 marks of excellence on the barrel of this one. And you know, this Arty is based on the T-28 medium tank. Never got produced because they stopped producing the T-28 before they got around to building something like this, but it would have been interesting if they'd used something like this during the Patriotic War against Germany, because it would have been a very fast Arty, moving about, relocating from spot to spot. In fact, I rather suspect that it actually would have been lethal for any German artillery, not just because the 152mm gun, but because the T-28 was very fast. In fact, top speed on this Arty is 48 kilometers an hour, which isn't going to break any records, but it is very quick at relocating, and the T-28 was itself fairly fast. Well, we didn't get a shot on that AMX 1375 because Talon got distracted by the enemy heavy tanks that were going over to the northwest corner of the map, and none of our guys have gone over to match them there, so we've got a bit of a problem. He fires in to try and get a shot at that Dickermax. Yeah, the problem is that since there's no opposition over in that corner of the map, the enemy's going to get an easy movement through that corner, and so they're going to be coming our way. Now, Talon backed up there, and he actually did knock a tree down, which might have given his position away, but it looks like the enemy Arty is not focusing on him. In fact, enemy Artys, I should say. They got 3 of them, a Crusader SP, a Hummel and an M44, whilst on Talon's team he's got a Hummel and an S51 as his teammates. Now he's anticipating the enemy's going to appear on that corner, but we really haven't got anybody looking over there at this moment to see where the enemy are, and look at this, they just streamed straight through because nobody was looking. So he's trying to get a shot ahead, rounds out, a direct hit on the T150, 200 hit points. Yeah, this is like a bit of a, what they called it, cluster F. Yes, because it's a cluster F because so many people on his team did not do as they were supposed to do. They were supposed to watch that corner, in fact go up that corner to block the enemy heavies, and instead all they've done is sit around the cap area. Rounds out, oh, T150 dies before our shell arrives. Now the enemy's got a Panther M10 just at the bottom of the cliff, attacking a KV2 on our team, who's just at the top. But the good news is that these guys now are kind of stopped in their tracks. They can't come any further forward without getting hit. Rounds out, direct hit on the 3002M, good shot. Okay, looks like his teammates in the other Artys are not having as much luck, whereas of course Talon is a very accurate shooter. Rounds out. A direct hit kills the VK, so he's got his first kill of the game, but here comes that Panther M10. So he's managed to get up there, but I don't know how long he'll survive because we've got a 25-2 just a short distance away. And yes, he's got a 90mm gun, whilst the VK has only got, well not the VK, but the Panther M10 has only got a 75mm gun. Now the shells that Talon are firing are the 152mm, capable of 650 alpha, 48mm of pen, and 4 meters burst radius. He's got the top gun, which is the gun you should have with this Arty. He might, well, I'm not so sure he needs to relocate at this moment because, yep, there goes the Panther M10. I think the fact that they camped as much as they did has actually meant that the enemy had a bit of difficulty trying to get further forward. Although we did lose a number of tanks trying to defend that corner. Most of them are noobs, you might say. We've lost a lot of noobs. He fires a round in. Oh, he just blind killed a P43 Biz. Somebody was in there. He fired a round in at the tree going down. And yes, there was a P43 Biz there. That is a spectacular kill, because he had no idea the enemy was in that corner other than the tree falling, and he got a direct hit. Well, one of the enemy Artys has decided to come around this side of the map, and he's got the stock gun, which makes him just like the Burt, and he got tracked. Now, oh, before we can shoot, he's taken out the game. Okay, Tiger P's come up to the center line, attacking our T29. Rounds out. Direct hit, 91. That will persuade him to pull back. You can see two tracers from the enemy Arty. They're obviously in the tree line behind their cap area. Okay, well, we're three up on the enemy at the moment, and we're sending a contingent of tanks forward to cut across the center line. See if we can get a shot into this Tiger P. We're dialing in as we're moving the aim point. Rounds out. Oh, kill shot. That's his third kill. He is having a lot of fun today on this one. Oh, unusual place for a Dickomax to be, but it's also a wrong place for a Dickomax to be, and he's now out the game. So, we're now only 4 enemies left. 2 of them tank destroyers, 2 of them Arty. Jackson and an Nashorn, a Hummel and an M44. Well, we know that the Hummel and the M44 are in the tree line at the back. We can see a whole bunch of trees have been knocked down here. So I suspect one of the Artys is in this area. And Talon fires around in to see if he can wake them up. The Jackson and the Nashorn are probably going to be very defensive now. I don't think they will push forward, except, of course, well, the Jackson has. And he's on the east side of the map at this moment. He just killed our Budgie. We're looking to get a shot on him, though, because he's a splash kill. So if we can get a shot near him, that will make Talon's 4th kill of the game. Rounds out. Nope, didn't get it that time, but it's a good try. I'd keep firing at that corner, though. He's having a look round, trying to work out where they might be. Where's the best use? Here comes the Jackson. Yeah, he's a splash kill. Just need to put a round near him, and he should be out the game. He stopped for a second to stay behind that rock because he got spotted. And it looks like he's exchanging fire with our Scorpion. Rounds out. Oh, it hit the rock face. If only it had been slightly to the right. But the Jackson goes down to the Scorpion's fire. And that means now there's only 2 enemies left. They lost their M44. And there's the Nashorn. He was the one who was knocking trees down. He's gone. And there's the Hummel at the back in the tree line. Well, outside the tree line now. But he's our last enemy. This is to win the match. First shot goes in from one of the other Artys. Talon flies around in and gets a direct hit to kill him and win the game. Here's the end of battle results, and that was the second class tanker for talon1958 in the SU-8. He managed to get a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He got 4 exactly, including the last kill of the game. A bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In fact, he got 9 in that one, but no other medals, and his win rate was 1,609, which is very good indeed. Let's have a look at team score. Well, he said he was finding his groove in this one, and, well, there he is, actually in 5th place on his team, but he wasn't 5th place overall because there was 2 members of the enemy team who were above him, so that puts him 7th overall in the game. The high scorer was the Budgie, who got 2,633 hit points. He got a high caliber, but he didn't survive the game, unfortunately. Got taken up by that Jackson. And 1,880 hit points went to the T29. He got a Confederate, and the 3rd highest damage in the game was the Super Hellcat on the enemy team, 1,876. As I said, Talon managed to get 1,031, which puts him in 7th place overall. But when we look at kills, he's actually top. He's got 4 kills. 3 kills went to the Jackson on his team, and then 2 kills to the Budgie, the T29 and the T25-2. And only 2 players on the enemy team actually managed to get more than 1 kill, and that was the Jackson and their AMX 1375. When it came to base XP, it was the T29 who did the best with 962, the same amount as the T25-2, and 895 went to the Budgie, 739 to the Jackson. There we got in 5th place on XP, 653 went to talon1958. He fired 15 rounds in that game, got 6 direct hits on the enemy, 1 penetration and 6 splash. Damage of 1,031 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. I suspect the one he actually penetrated was the last one. We can just check that. Yes, it was. It was the Hummel. The shell went straight through the armor because it's negligible. It's virtually nothing protecting him. 5 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, 132 hit points of damage assistance. He earned 24,801 credits from the game, and after ammunition resupply, no damage to the vehicle at all, 10,251 credits profit. 979 XP times 3 for the first victory, 1,960 for mission completion, and 4,898 experience points altogether. As he said, I'm finding my groove. Yes, he was getting back into the swing of things on the SU-8 after playing a lot of other Artys. And in fact, actually, he's going to be in a lot of videos coming up shortly because, again, the contest between him and Angelina75, his partner, is still going strong. And so you're going to see a lot of the battles that they submitted after trying to score and outscore each other over a period of time. So if you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like, do subscribe to our channel, leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.